out here in the midst of the COVID-19 outbreak. And beautiful sunshiny day. It's been raining for weeks and weeks and weeks. And boy, I really want to get out in the water and do what I need to do. But you know what? I'm not really ready. You know, this whole thing has put me behind in my life. I lost my job. My company, after 17 years, has decided to close their doors permanently because of the strains that this has put on our economy. But either case, I'll be all right. I'll get by. So it slowed my channel down a little bit. I apologize for that. I apologize for the trucks and things behind me. I do live in a town with lots of people. Anyway, so here I am today. I'm going to prep my canoe for the season and get my invasive species permit, or AIS as they call it here in my state, so I can take this boat out in the water and hopefully start filling up my freezer with some fish, because pickings is thin right now, so I need to do what I can. I'm fortunate that I can be responsible with social distancing where I'm at. I can drive less than a mile away from here, put my canoe into the bay, and I won't come into contact with anyone all day. And I can, depending on the tide, can take that upriver miles and miles and miles and ride the tide back. So that's pretty much what I'll be doing. I'll be fishing. You'll be seeing those videos coming up. But with that in mind, I need to have my boat ready to go into bigger water situations, so I'll be able to deal with anything that may come up. So I'm going to make some adjustments to my boat and have it all ready to go. Hope you enjoy the video. All right, so I thought I'd go over my contents of my canoe bag, which is that big blue bag here you see. I've got a couple of flotation cushions. I got 3 life vests. The boat will hold 3 people. I've not had 3 people in it yet, and I'm due for some upgrades on those life vests, but as things go with COVID-19, probably won't be upgrading that. The cup there is my bailing cup. That water bottle was in there from the last time. You can just see the lanyard that's on it. I've got a couple of floaties there that attach to different things that I don't want to sink. This orange cordage here is actually a net. A couple of lines, throw bag, of course my oars, and that nice pink thing is my canoe seat. And those floaties aren't on there to make it more comfortable. There in case it falls out, it floats. Oh, here's a nice little trick for you. You notice my flag hidden inside that booty there? That's so if I do flip the canoe and it falls out, it floats. Even though it's wood, I want it to float where I can see it. Anyway, let's get this boat ready to go. In addition to all that, I do carry this other kit. It all comes in this nice ammo can, which is waterproof. I've got a headlamp in there, an extra lighter. That little waterproof kit there is a first aid kit with a tourniquet. There's a ace bandage there, some sunscreen, some Gorilla Glue in case I gotta fix the canoe. I've got a Mylar blanket. I've got a emergency poncho there and a horn, and inside that Ziploc baggie is where my permit is. All nice and neat and waterproof.
Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly? We can be alone in the castle in the sky. We can run away and leave this world behind. Please just take me home to a castle in the sky. A castle in the sky. Won't you take me
So here's the basic setup of the boat. Got my safety gear kind of all around me underneath, along with my bailer, which can be thrown up to the front if needed. But I'm heavier, so usually I'm the one in the back bailing. Throw rope in the back, emergency tool there. This net right here can go or come depending on what we're doing. I like to leave it in there. It gives me a place to throw stuff on top of, you know, but if I'm going through rapid area and I don't need it, it's coming out because you can get hung up underneath it there. As you see, my legs kind of do go underneath it. But either case, it holds gear down, does what it's supposed to do. It could also be transferred up to the front if need be on a longer trip. Depending on if I have somebody with me or not, it could also go into the front where this front seat is. So, front guy's got his own rope there as well. You know, so I got another one there, and that's just to lash off different personal items. Now, one of the things I want to change is this bow line. This bow line is way too long, and I don't have an aft line. So I want to bow and aft line, and I'm gonna leave them on there permanently and deal with them that way. I'm really surprised on how well my handles held up. I really like them. That one lost its floaty, but you know what? It's not a big deal. And you can see the other one here on the back, same kind of deal. And those things really did great last season, as well as my lashing points here. Those were all pretty good. Simple thing, just drilled some holes in it and ran that paracord in it. Good deal. The other thing I need to do is make a new lashing or leash, I guess you'd say, a leash for that chair there. As you see, there's one there for that one. And also add a couple floaties to this chair in case they come out. Alrighty, there we go. Just about ready. Perfect. Yes, I am tying another figure 8 knot. Yes, I am. Let's see here. This is a 30-foot rope, so I'll cut it in half and have about 2 14-foot pieces with my knots and all. Yeah, that'll work. Well, I'm not going to put any loops in the end of these things so I can use them to tie it down to the truck. So I better melt them up real good.
please don't look at this as some kind of seaworthy proper lashing or anything like that. This is just merely how I'm going to store this rope so it's up high and dry, as I'm not going to take it off for the rest of the season. Okay, so the canoe's all set up. This is the 2-man setup. See, I got my new bow line in there. Got a spot here for my extra oar. That would also be where the second man would put his bag. And we'll go into bags another time, but I always have a bag in my canoe that's gonna have some dry clothes in it, maybe some shelter and whatnot. But like I said, we'll go into that another time. So now we got our chair, a nice cushion on the bottom. You saw how that was fastened, nice and easy. Life jacket's just sitting there in the seat. Got a new lashing system that just connects right there to right there, real simple. Then coming over, got the net there. The net could be tightened up more, but it comes on and off, so didn't get crazy with it. But as you can see, that's what I use it for. My gloves are sitting on there. That's a waterproof container there. It's got a carabiner. It actually clips on. And my water bottle just fell through, but not a big deal because it's also tied on. And then we come to my seat here. Notice the flag there at the bottom. This is where I put the extra life vest. It really helps me out on my back. I tend to lean up against this natural seat just to give me a little more support in my back. Makes it really nice. So then I got my stern line and my throw bag all ready to go. Looking good. I'll reconfigure it here and show you what my 1-man setup looks like. Here's the thing I love most about a canoe. So 2 people, you travel with a canoe going, say, that direction. 1 person, you get in the boat and paddle it backwards. Backwards only according to the seat, as the whole is omnidirectional. The front is shaped exactly like the back. Hence, the boat goes through the water the same, either direction, but the key is to balance your load. So, as you see here, my pack sits way up front, so I get a little bit of weight in the bow, and I'll put that pack in there even if I'm just going fishing by myself for the day in a nice calm lake, just because the boat paddles better. Tip, tip, tip. All right, so then you see here's my seat, and as you can see, it's sitting right in front of what was the front seat of the canoe, facing that direction. Now I'm sitting against it, facing that direction. Still nice and low in the boat so that my kayak paddle is still easy to use. Right now all this is pretty lofty, but when I put my 300-pound butt in it sinks down pretty low. My butt's only about that high off the bottom of the boat. Just high enough to keep it dry. But anyway, there we go. All set up, ready to roll. This is probably how I'll be taking it out most of the time.
Been friends since 1995. Growing up, same street, you, me, my ride or die. Over years, it would grow us apart, yeah. Moved away, but you're still in my heart, yeah. Call you up, how you been? Can we play and rewind? Yeah, those are the guys you choose. They don't care, no, like I do. I've been waiting on you.
One more thing I really need to do is wax this thing. Take some light sandpaper, smooth this out, and wax the whole thing. It's pretty tough on our last season.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed my video. Got my gear, everything ready to go. be waiting for the next sunny day to take the opportunity to go out and maybe do some fishing, get some meat in the freezer. Gonna really do my best to make sure I don't set an example for other people to think that it's okay to go out. I live in a very rural area as it is, so I am torn in one way that all you people in the metropolitan areas can't do what I do, and I'm hoping that you'll just watch my video and enjoy that and not be inspired to go out and do it on your own. If you do live in a rural area, keep on keeping on. You know, there's no reason why everybody's life needs to come to a complete halt. If you have the ability to get outside and you can do it safely, you need to do it and enjoy life, because it's not promised to us. So make sure you take care of yourselves, love the ones you love, and make sure they know it. God bless you all. Take care.